Hello, humans. It is me, Fuzz. Yes. We will be grabbing the loot this time. Feels like it's been a bit. Or at least a bit since I've played and recorded anything. But that's because I was trying to focus on uploading a whole bunch of stuff. So I didn't really get much time to play anything. For like what, the last day or two? At least that's what it feels like. From what my older brother has told me, there is an interesting piece of loot to be had. Not the typical piece of loot that I would be going after in this case. An Eververse thing. What is this? Limited time offer. When did this come out? A long while ago. Oh! Wait, the ornament for this is up now. I wanted this. Shoot, this is going to be expensive. Because the ornament for this is also up. Heck, even this. Wait a minute, then the other classes should have something too. It's not bad. I think my older brother likes this one. He was making use of it. Doesn't seem like it's much my thing though, that one. This, on the other hand, I am definitely acquiring this. This will make the weapon feel nicer to use, with it being in a way that is more my style, instead of being almost the direct opposite of what my style is usually. Ooh, what is this? It looks nice. Not bad. The bits of orange confuse me a little bit because I look at this, then I look back to this, then I look back at this. I'm like, why is there orange at all? But oh well. I also want this. Oh dear, I'm gonna have like no bright dust. I'll have some. But we can fix that, can't we? No. There's no real reason to go and just spend more. Actually, when I switch over to my other characters to grab the loot with them, I very well might end up spending more. Who knows? As much as I've got lots more to still upload, there are also goals that I need to accomplish before... Okay, we've got 26 days left. The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom will come out before that happens. That being said, I don't want to let this get to the very end, and when the game actually comes out, I want to apply a lot more pressure into that game, instead of just running around Destiny. I'd like to accomplish my goals here in Destiny 2 for this season, or at least the main goals, before Tears of the Kingdom comes out. That might be a bit difficult, but if I can make use of the larger amounts of time that I have on my days off to get even more uploads sorted, it might not be that big a problem. Yes. Let's jump right into the loot. Hopefully, we just happen to get something good, like 2 red frames of the last piece of gear that I want. Wouldn't that be nice, Bungie? Yes, you would know, wouldn't you? I did not alter the volume. It's kind of hard to tell how the volume is though right now in Destiny. I don't typically turn it up higher than this, so I'll just leave it at this and see how it goes. I feel like it should be higher. Perhaps my voice is just simply too high? Though, I'm not sure. Actually, now I think about it, this is making the issue that I noticed last time I recorded more apparent. Whenever I'd speak, it sounded like my voice had a delay to it. Now it's back to sounding like it's just dead on. Like so much so that it's hard for me to tell what I'm talking.
I am not your vanguard, and I give no orders, only a warning.
It's hard for me to hear myself back clearly because it happens at the same time as I'm actually talking. I end up hearing myself just because the sound's coming from myself. You know?
This domain belongs to a dark,
like when you speak, you hear yourself, don't you?
Power. It seeks domination of the throne world.
If you don't, you might wanna try doing something about that.
Welcome,
it might not be good.
Children of light. Drown in the deep.
At least my aim doesn't suck with how long I've been gone for, but who knows, it could just be a fortunate few first shots. It's no guarantee that the aim is really all there. How could you do this to me? I've got loot to get. Also, as much as I've been pondering about matters with my exotics and what to do, I've come to the conclusion that I am thoroughly unsure of exactly— ouch! Can you leave me be? I am thoroughly unsure of exactly how I want to do it. Well, more like the exact weapons. I have an image of how I want it to be. But accomplishing that is a different story. Come to think about it, I guess I could give myself Monarch right now and see what the Monarch ornament I got looks like. Can you stop? I don't want to just die. I'm trying to sort out something. Okay. Oh, and something about— that's right. From what I heard from my brother, which I guess I'll have to test it at some point as well, this no longer stacks with tether, making it have basically no purpose for me. At least not for my hunter to be curing anyway. I'll probably try to fit it on one of my other characters, because it's not that it has no purpose, just no purpose for my hunter is all. Ooh. It looks pretty royal, I'd say. Fitting for one named Monarch. Oh yeah, I like this ornament so far. Hmm. Wowzers. The poison, the volatile, and with the unraveled going. That's brilliant. Well, that's interesting. It gives the arrow fletching? What is that called? Like the feathery bit at the end. Like where you hold it. I'm trying to recall what that's actually called. But it's stylized differently now. Oh, does it go 4 ways? It probably goes 4 ways for symmetrical reasons. Otherwise it would probably fly really weirdly. If it only had 3 points going out. But I think it's to grant some level of balance to the arrow as it flies. Cool. See why they still haven't bothered to try fixing that. So that's how it looks like with this. How did it look like? Regularly that scope bit looks orangish, reddish gold. Like a techno orange. These two are very similar with the way they look. I'd say. But this one's more my style. And I feel willing to accept this almost too bluish type of purple. For some reason. Typically things like that would kind of weird me out. It's like, why? Why is it kind of not the color? Has a visual effect too, which is very interesting. More armor. Though it does seem to have a very slight hint of purple to it. Just in lighting like this, it doesn't look like it very much at all. But yeah, as far as how I want the exotics to go, very easy. Or as much as I wish it was going to be very easy, it doesn't seem like it's going to be very easy, actually. I mean, for like the heavy slot, it'll be the most difficult. Or so I would have figured. This slot, I think it's just personally how I feel about it. It'll be difficult as well. But this one technically should be the most difficult because I only get to have one of each. One void, one solar, one arc, one stasis, one strand, and one whatever the last one will be. That's what I have in mind for every character. I can shortcut that issue of the one of each of these if one of them is two-tailed fox. Then I have room to do whatever for 2 slots.
Aramis found it. The deep stone crypt.
But I don't want to have two-tailed fox on all of them because that's going to make things kind of weird. But it might be a good idea because it'll allow me to stick whichever 2 I want on any of them.
Their success means untamed power beyond their wildest dreams. They must be stopped.
But only 2. How do you still shoot someone when you've been staggered and moving in a way that means you kind of got whooped a little too hard for them in the moment? It's like when you stub your foot. What can you do effectively and properly once you stub your foot? Like right as you like stub your foot or after you stub your foot. Like if you give yourself a moment. I mean like stub your foot like really, really hard. I don't mean like a light tap that would still hurt. Ain't too much that... Did I just go through the... Okay. Oh well, one way or another that guy kind of messed up. He shouldn't have been able to shoot me like that. I mean... It's just not right. Or kind of like this. This is not right, Bungie. Eh? I'm very confused for a moment. Wow. With this kind of a setup, it feels pretty potent, actually. Perhaps I'm just mistaken. Maybe I haven't turned up my headphones high enough. Yeah. Hopefully that's the case. I mean, until I get feedback from you guys watching, it's kind of hard for me to know. Exactly how good or how not good it is. But even that is still subject to potentially what kind of audio settings you have your own computer set to. Makes me wonder, is there really any winning in this regard? There might be no definitive best way to have it for each thing. Whee! That should be enough. Yeah. I mean, so far, two-tailed fox is the only weapon that seems good enough to make me consider it as an option, to grant me that kind of freedom of choice. Dang it. Oh, well that's convenient. I mean, that's a lot of damage resistance to suddenly get, Bungie, for not having your front armor plating. Kinda dumb, don't you think? No red frames for either of them. Dang it! Yep. Time for the next character. Ooh. Garbage. Yes. I've been thinking that I should give Forerunner back to my hunter, but I don't see any room, really, for that. As much as I want to use the new ornament, I'll probably use it for a bit, and then switch back to, the Osteostriga, just so I can level it up more. They apparently fixed the issue that this was having too, which I don't recall if I mentioned in any of my other videos.
Guardians,
Yeah,
I am
look
not
at
your
that.
vanguard and I give no orders, only a warning.
So
The
shiny,
pyramid ahead is not like those you've previously encountered.
reflective.
This one was not left for you to find. You were not guided to it, not beckoned. This domain
looks
belongs to
the
a
same,
dark
I think.
entity, unknown in power. It seeks
Which I think to
domination
myself,
of the
fair
throne
enough, I
world.
guess.
Your presence within will be most
Welcome, children of light. Drown in the deep, or rise from it.
Because it requires you to get a kill, I think it shouldn't cost your ammo. Though, when you see the kind of damage you can do, you start to think, would that really be fair? It's like, maybe Bungie made the right choice, you know? I'm like, no. This is ridiculous. If it's gonna cost my ammo, it shouldn't require me to have got a kill. Was my thought. So I'm like, is this stronger than it was before? Including that explosion, that was really powerful. It feels like it's stronger than it was before. No, that's about right. Well, that missed entirely. Yes. Then again, when it's like this, it actually follows the color patternation. Like, its colors follow directly in line with the way my Titan is, kind of. Maybe keeping on my Titan like this makes more sense than I figured, actually. Huh. Now that's kind of interesting. It seems very fitting. That has only just occurred to me. How fitting that is. This requires more pondering. I'll switch to Austrastriga though. It was like they started appearing right next to me. I thought I was doing pretty good to make sure they didn't creep up on me, but then suddenly... You again? How bloody annoying. Okay, no. No, that guy just did the thing I was talking about. It was as though he just suddenly appeared. I was not watching my radar well enough to know if one came all the way around to here, but how the heck did he get right next to me like that? That was very suspicious to me. I guess it only really speeds up all that much if you're actually hitting enemies. Strand weapon. I've been considering giving this to my warlock instead, but now I'm not sure. Stasis weapon, which I want on all my characters.
Aramis found it. The deep stone crypt. The birthplace of the Exo. And a prison for something sinister. Her followers intend to make use of it. To unleash a chaos they do not understand. Their success means untamed power beyond their wildest
Whoops.
dreams.
Oh.
They must be stopped.
Why is he down here? That is so annoying. Yeah, it looks like you still have to... You can't just swap back immediately. Which I think was an intentional change they made to at one point. This is also something I have in mind to probably remove from my hunter. Ah, from my hunter, from my titan. That's what I mean. I mean, it's a simple mistake, you really blame me? He's just so beefy. Or maybe not. He's a hunter, that is more for sure. I don't know. That was, personally, I think that it was very amusing of a statement. After hearing it, I'm like, this has potential, you see. You just throw this in when people aren't expecting it, and you're gonna get some either very weird looks, or some rather amused looks. One way or another, there's one thing you can be sure. If it's someone who has not heard you say that yet, they won't see it coming. You are really, really annoying. and loot. Dang it. It was so close. But then it just chose to not. Oh, wait a minute. I can refresh the... Oh, okay. Looks like I can refresh it maybe once. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, okay. Dang it. I forgot to check whether or not he had armor for sale. I'll have to go back after I deal with my warlock. I'll check my warlock's one now, just in case. Ooh. Oh. It costs a bit too much. It's not bad. Though perhaps a bit too similar to Osiris's style. His style of gear is not so bad, I guess. Though, so. Warlock has a very nice chest piece with this. Yes. Heck, I could imagine them of making an exotic that looked like this if they didn't make these solar arc and void armors.
Guardians, I am not your vanguard and I give no orders, only a warning. The pyramid ahead is not like those you've previously encountered. This one was not left for you to find. You were not guided to it, not beckoned. This domain belongs to a dark entity, unknown in power. It seeks domination of the throne world. Your presence within will be most
Welcome, children of light. Drown in the deep, or rise from it.
Why the sudden interest in this? I recall something interesting about this, but I don't know what. Where did I come across something interesting about this? I am unsure. Oh, that's how I'd simplify matters. I just get rid of this for my warlock and then give him the, yeah. I'll just give the daddy pen instead. Dang it. Yeah, View Ag or Scepter are a bit too important to not have all my characters, even though I don't really use them very much with actually any of them really right now. That's the only piece of gear that I know of that can just outright convert your super from something that might be depending on the circumstance that is, might be almost useless in the circumstance, into something that's useful for that moment. It doesn't even have to use the whole super energy gauge. I can turn it off early and save energy, while still making use of the gauge itself. That, and overall, it's just a pretty good weapon even without that. I think when I first got it and started using it, even without the catalyst, I was like, oh shoot, this thing feels like ridiculous. The only thing that can really challenge it all that well is boss enemy by himself. And if he brings his lackeys with him, he's kind of in trouble. I don't think they will allow it to be in the Eververse store for Bright Dust, but hopefully the ornament for this shows up. That'd be very nice. Instead of me having to pull out my wallet and buying it. No, they might do what they did with the bow. With Monarch, that is. However, if it doesn't show up for Bright Dust before the end of the season, I'll probably just buy it out of concern that they'll do what they've done with other ornaments and just proceed to remove it, never to show it again. With, like, no warning. At least it's something different, except all that does is, I guess, make it more refreshing. More interesting. But only barely. It arguably would have almost been more interesting if it was the same thing again. But it's questionable. The only thing more interesting about it would be how ridiculous it is. In this case, it's like at least it didn't give me the same thing. But it's still not a red frame, so it's still not really any more valuable. Oh my. This roll is actually very interesting. Dang it, but not the armor-piercing rounds. I might not want to get rid of this one so quickly. Why'd I have to have handling? Urgh, this combination has me very intrigued. Because this makes it versatile, and this gives it an odd potential.
Aramis found it. The deep stone crypt. The birthplace of the Exo. And a prison for something sinister. Her followers intend to make use of it. To unleash a chaos they do not understand. Their success means untamed power beyond their wildest dreams. They must be stopped.
No fair, Bungie. How comes he can shoot through the railing, but I can't? How bloody annoying. Feel the wrath of poison. Well, that was close. Even suddenly took damage, like it tried to rip me apart or something. Whee. Yay. Yes. Get them. This might not go very well for me. Oh, looks like it worked out. no! Yes. What's that that's hurting him? It's like he was taking an after damage. That was weird. Was he unraveled? He could have been. Well, that was close. It almost got disconnected. Dang it. Another, huh? Huh? Shoot. What did I get with the warlock? Did I, like, not open the chest? Did I go all the way there and just not open it? Just go there and forget to open the chest. I don't know. Why is it glowing like that, Bungie? What buff is triggering when I'm doing that, huh? Gunshot straight? Why can bows even get that perk? It's quite literally called gunshot straight. Oh, gut shot straight. Oh. I misread it. Has it always been called that? I misread it then. I'm actually very surprised, because I don't know if my brothers noticed either. I'm assuming they must have noticed at some point. They just never said anything about it. Huh. Or they never noticed. That is also a possibility. I don't recall what I got with my warlock. You've got to be kidding me. I'm going back. I swear, if I already got it, I'm going to be kind of miffed how I can't recall what it was. with what they've done to Divinity now, they've now officially nerfed it to the extent where there isn't much point of using it. Unless you've got some kind of a solo scam that you're trying to pull off. Its weakening is now too weak. Well, actually, for yourself, it's still potent. Which is weird, because that insinuates that they intended on you trying to make use of it by yourself. At least that's what it says to me. Just thinking is all. I think yes, this is a good choice. Well, keeping this is questionable actually, whether or not it's a good choice, but I think I shall do so anyways. I guess the biggest problem with keeping it anyways is its value is heavily lacking. It's not like it's stronger than the others by itself. Its weakening benefit it's gonna take a good long while to ever get used to that.
Guardians, I am not your vanguard and I give no orders, only a warning. The pyramid ahead is not like those you've previously encountered. This one was not left for you to find. You were not guided to it, not beckoned. This domain belongs to a dark entity, unknown in power. It seeks domination of the throne world. Your presence within will be most
Welcome, children of light. Drown in the deep, or rise from it.
I mean, if the bubble lasted on them way longer after you let go, then it'd be more reasonable, because then you could power up your own... Is he really? Oh, that's not even a thing now that I think about it. Oh, I already had these equipped. But I also had room to equip one of these, I just didn't, for some reason. Oh well. Till further notice. Yeah, with all their nerfs they did to it, I hope it gets a catalyst soon. And I hope that catalyst just makes it jolt targets by default. If it does that, if they do that, you'll suddenly have a lot of merit, just instantaneously. Sure, its reason to be used won't be to, like, I guess... It still won't be whipped out to make everyone else be able to kill the boss off nice and quickly. At least it won't be brought solely for that, typically, I guess. Now that I think about it, it technically would still make that better, though. Like, giving it jolting would grant it both benefits to you and your teammates. For whoever you're shooting. Before, I was saying that they should give it jolting and make it when its bubble bursts on a target, that it should cause a blinding pulse. Now I think about it though, seeing as how they've nerfed it to such an extent, perhaps they really should do that for its catalyst. Because beforehand I was thinking about, I was like, that's, yeah, it is a bit extreme. But it would certainly give it more purpose. Instead of, gonna do a raid? Better pull out Divinity. Really? That's the reason why you're gonna pull it out? That's the only reason? There were other times where I've made use of it, but only so many other times. Quit laughing. Let's try something. Okay, I want to do something like this. Aww. The goal was to try to use Divinity on it before they all explode. I think I'd have to be far enough away, but that would mess with the tracking of it. Alright, Bungie, get on it. Give us a catalyst nice and quick like, and one that makes it jolt them by default. Don't make it something stupid like you kill an enemy, then you reload and it's jolting time. No. Because then it's gonna still have some issues. Like, I mean, sure, it would still be better than not having anything, but that's still kind of... Do you want the stuff you put in the game to be exciting, or just kind of bland and like everything else you have in the game already? Well, actually, maybe that's a bit too harsh. I think that makes it sound like everything else in the game is bland. But when something's already there, if you just bring more of that, unless it's particularly really good, wouldn't it be kind of bland? You're just repeating yourself when you could have done something else, and that's what everyone would have hoped for. Well, that's annoying, because that means whatever I got from here, well, it was something. I did get something, but I just don't remember, because I probably got rid of it immediately. I was like, what utter garbage. But so fast that I didn't even remember that I did that. Get on it, Bungie. Jolting Divinity. As it should be. Now to sort out, well, it's less of sorting out and more like checking what the Titan has been offered. Ooh. Ooh. Hmm. That does look pretty cool. Why was there something off-putting about it to me beforehand? I'm trying to figure out exactly what it was. There is something odd about it, but I'm not sure why. I do kind of want it, though. Though, if they bring out anything else, and I get that, I'm definitely probably not gonna have enough to get the other things. Ooh. And that would be thoroughly annoying. These are interesting. They're for synthoceps. I think this is all that remains, mainly, that I want. Oh. Oh, wait, no. 1,200. How convenient. Did completing that one challenge really level me up that much? That was a lot of levels. To just suddenly jump up. My. And there's that mission to go handle, which I haven't bothered with yet. Oh, I got the loot. I am going to be stopping for now. But, yeah. More Destiny. Soonish, yes. Though I suppose soonish from when this video comes out is going to be kind of more... Yeah, from when this video comes out, it should be soonish more Destiny. Though by the time of this recording... still uploading a whole bunch of other stuff that I haven't managed to upload just yet, so it's going to be kind of weird for me. Probably less weird for you guys. You just kind of see them in the order that they come out in, I guess, or wherever you see them, whenever you see them. But yeah, as usual, it's been me, Fuzz, and you'll see me again next time. Bye for now.